Hey besties, welcome back. I'm Bianca. Welcome to the channel, and we are going back over Supernatural. So I watched it kind of back to back to back to back. So now we're in season 1, episode 3, and we're going to start with this little local family. Really, really cute. We got a dad, we got a brother, we got a sister. They're in the kitchen. It's in the morning. The brother's poking fun at his little sister, like brothers do. She's like, you know what? I'm not thinking about you. I'm about to go out here for this swim. She goes in the middle of the lake. She starts swimming out, and you can tell she thinks that something's wrong. And whoo, you guessed it, her ass got stashed up underneath the water, right? Her body was never found. Come to find out, neither were any of the other bodies in this Wisconsin lake that had drowned in that one particular lake. Her body, their body, his body, her body, his body, her body. Nobody came back. So the brothers are in the diner and then they find out about the disappearance of this girl and they go out to Wisconsin. They talk to the brother because the dad wasn't talking to anybody at this point, but he just lost his baby, so who can blame him? The brother said that she grew up in that lake and was a really good swimmer. So for her to drown, it was something wasn't right. So while they're in town, they pose as federal wildlife and they go talk to local officials while they go meet the sheriff. They actually end up running into his daughter and her son. The baby does not talk. Now, personally, I think he's traumatized and now he's nonverbal, but then they end up confirming that he did used to talk a little bit later on in the episode. Actually, it was right here. So the baby, they say his name was Lucas. He was with his father, and his father also drowned. I don't know if they said it was the same lake though, because it's something about this lake. So he was actually with his dad when he drowned, and he was like left alone in this lake for like 2 hours. He was floating on a wooden something or another. So we're just gonna say like on a raft. And it was 2 hours later once they found him and he witnessed his dad drowning. This is why he doesn't talk. I think he's about 6. So Dean asked if it's okay if he talked to Lucas because he felt like he can relate to him. You got to remember, Dean saw his mom die at a young age too. So he tells him like he understands him. He doesn't have to talk to him, but if he wants to, he can just draw something out for him. So Lucas ended up drawing him a picture. So it's a picture of a house. We don't really know what's going on, but we see that he's drawing like this little red bike, and then he has him a picture of a house, and then he walks off. Right after this, we go back into the beginning family where the dad is like just a shell of a human and he's staring at the TV. Now, we can't tell if he's just depressed or drunk, but either way, the son comes in. He's like, hey, dad, I need to take better care of you. I'm going to cook something. So, as he is making dinner and washing and cleaning in the kitchen, he started washing dishes, and you see that the water goes from clear to like this little murky color. So, it's like a muddyish murk, and it starts filling up from the bottom of the sink as he's running water. He puts his hand down in the water that is like this brownish color, and something pulls him under, and goddamn it, doesn't he drown in the sink? I was outdone. So Sam and Dean decide to go see Lucas again to figure out what's going on and see if he can see something. Now, my issue I have with this is a baby. Now we mess with little kids, and I don't like that. That is when his mom tells him, like, Lucas and I actually used to draw like this until his dad died. And then he started talking, he started drawing, and then like maybe he knows something else. And this is where he gave him the picture. I messed it up. He gave him the picture of the house first, then he gave him another picture, like, hey, you can help me because now Dean is telling him, like, hey, I watched my mom die. Something really bad happened to her when I was about your age, so I get what you're saying. And then if you know anything you can help, this is when he gives them the house. They go, then leave, go find the house, and then they knock on the door. An older lady answers. It's like, hey, how can I help you? It's like, is there a little boy stay here? She was like, not in a really long time. So oddly enough, as they're talking to this lady, you find out that the little boy hadn't stayed there in like 35 years, and they end up finding out his name. What stuck out, she said that losing a child is worse than dying. That is the same thing that Mr. Charleston had said earlier. So now we know that everything is connected. Dean finds a picture of the little boy, and then he looks on it. He's in like a scout uniform. They have his name down there. His name is Peter. And then they have Mr. Charleston's name. Now we see that we're all connected here. Apparently they were friends. So now we need to know what's going on. So the picture comes from like 1970, literally 1970, and we have Mr. Charleston on there We flash back over to him. Now he's sitting at the lake, talking to the lake. Okay, so you clearly killed somebody in the lake. He goes out there. They're trying to run to go catch him. Say, hey, we're figuring out what's going on, but he's in a boat. You don't see anything, but the next thing you know is you see the boat hit water, shoots up. He go flying everywhere. It didn't look like he made it out of it. So what he ended up doing is like, hey, we can leave all of this behind and y'all can just get on out, or I can arrest you. And that lets me know that he hiding something too. And either this town got a secret, he got a secret, but either way, it gave me the creeps. And that poor little boy Lucas, he is freaked out. And the dad just go ahead on and send him home because after Lucas's dad died, his daughter and Lucas just moved in with him. And you know what? That makes sense because family helps family. But as they're deciding to leave, because he's like, you know what? I'll have y'all arrested for impersonating feds. It was like, okay, Dean got it. Like a second idea because it wasn't sitting right with him either. Just like it wasn't sitting right with me because who are you talking to? So they head over to the house. So what ended up going on is Lucas had drew another picture. We couldn't tell right what it was, but he's clearly seeing what's getting ready to happen. His mom is in the tub, and you know what? She is trying to relax. She's trying to finish out the day. She got her eyes closed. She's running water. And it's her murky brown. And the next thing you know, I got the willies because, girl, that got to be BB. What is this? She gets snatched up underneath the water in the tub. So all the water in the towel is connected. She is snatched out there. Lucas still hasn't said anything. He's banging on the door. This baby is banging and banging and banging and banging and banging and banging and banging, trying to get to his mom. As they get to the door, Sam and Dina's day, they come to the door. They don't even get a chance to ring the doorbell because Lucas snatched the door open, trying to get them to lead them to the door to get to his mom because he knows that she's in there drowning. So he's more attached to Dean than anyone else because Dean is the one that's actually making contact and connecting with him. He's holding on to Dean. Sam goes to break the door down. They were able to save her. By the way, her name is Andrea. I did good. So the next day, um, it wasn't clear if they spend the night or not, but the next day they're all at the house, and the granddad isn't there yet because he told them they had to get the hell on. She said she felt like she was going crazy because when she was underwater, she heard a voice that said, "Come play with me." So we know it's a child, but remember, Lucas drew a bike. And I think it was a kid with a baseball hat, and that's what they went to go ask the older lady about. But she's hearing, "Come play with me." While she's talking to Sam, D nosy ass, which thank goodness, he's looking at photo albums. He finds like a troop of kids, and he's like, bingo, same troop of kids from the two with Mr. Charleston and Peter. He asks Andrea, like, do you know any of these people? She's like, no, I only know that one right there. That's my dad. It was like a troop from like a long time ago. And as this is going on, Lucas is staring out the window. He clearly sees something and he starts to panic. So Lucas got snatched underwater by the spirit in the water. Before they got there, and as they're trying to figure out what's what, Granddaddy finally admitted, hey, I know what happened. But he only literally admitted because Sam and Dean, of course, twisted him like, hey, we need to find his body because he's trying to take out everyone that you care about. So then that way you know how his mom felt. That was hard to get out. So you know how your mom felt when he didn't come home. So then the granddad's found like, yeah, well, it was an accident. Peter was smaller than us. We were bullying him, and then one day we went too far. We held him underneath the water, and then he never came back. So now this is why Peter's killing everybody because you two bullies then made him then die and disappear and everything else, and now he's getting payback. Lucas got snatched under. Now they showed like this hand, and you finally actually see him because nobody else had seen him, and that shit was scary because it was a child. Um, Granddad went and pleaded for him. Please don't take him. He's just a child. I'm so sorry. What we did was wrong. Take me instead. And you know what? He sure did. So now the dad is sacrificed. So yay, you die, and the baby he got let go of. That part made me happy right there. It was cute little street justice, if you would, just in the lake instead. Lucas started talking again, and then his mom, and I know I said her name not that long ago, and I don't remember it. Amanda. I think it was Amanda. I'm horrible with names and birthdays, by the way. She was just like, you know what? I know what my dad did was wrong, but I'm just gonna choose to know that he loved me and Lucas, and we're just gonna focus on that. Which I get that. You know, she wasn't saying that her dad was a hero. She definitely said it was shitty, but she understood that. And you know what? I dig it. I really do. That episode was good. It was creepier because of the kids. And, you know, obviously, little Lucas, who doesn't really exist, who's about 6, held a place in my heart, but right because I'm a mom. You know what? And at this day and age, you really got to be careful with the kids because I don't like when little kids say hello to people and the people don't say anything back out in public. Oh, that really snatched my love, y'all. I'm talking about really burn the biscuits. I don't like that. But we're gonna move on to episode 4 pretty soon, probably Monday-ish, but just soon. I'm not gonna make the promise because y'all see it took me 2, 3, 4, 5 months, damn near a year to make it from episode 1 to episode 2, and then 2 and 3 was pretty cool. So come with me. Let me know what's your favorite episode down in the comments because I'm actually kind of getting excited because I like stuff like this. I love the supernatural and weirdo kind of stuff. I had to take my glasses off, so I really can't hear that well because I gotta put my glasses on to hear better. That's for another day, you know. Like, share, subscribe, stick around. Bye.